beneath the smiles and elegance of the day and accompanying celebrations are individual and collective stories of hard work, perseverance, and rare sacrifices. So permit me to salute all of you graduates hearing for coming this far. Well done, Ayiko.
I warmly welcome you all to the first session of the 15th congregation ceremonies. Congregation ceremonies are very important because they allow us to recognize students who have completed their programs of study and have become eligible for the award of various degrees. This morning, we will witness the conferment of appropriate degrees on graduating students of the Faculty of Information Technology and Communication Studies and the UPSA Law School who have completed their program of study. These ceremonies also provide the opportunity to reflect on the user experience we promised our stakeholders, including our students and guardians. The management of the university remains committed to providing students, faculty, and staff with the necessary resources and the environment to thrive. I'm delighted to see that you have worked extremely hard with discipline, and your presence here is proof that hard work pays off. The sacrifices made by yourself, your parents, guardians, and benefactors have not been in vain. For some of you, you may be first-generation graduates in your families. Hearty congratulations to you all on behalf of the council, management, faculty, and your parents and guardians. UPSA is proud of you and shares in your joy on the completion of your program of study. As you go out into the world, we count on you to give the university a reason to take delight and pride in what you do outside the university. We believe that you would uphold the good name of this university always.
Today's event will award the appropriate degrees and diplomas for students who have satisfied the requirements for graduation from the UPSA Law School and Faculty of Information Technology and Communication Studies. As the chairman precisely stated in his opening remarks, the time-tested practice dictates that I use this occasion to report on the work of the university for the 2022-2023 academic year. However, I will keep my report brief by only giving highlights of some important activities in the course of the last academic year. A detailed work of the university for the 2022-2023 academic year will be contained in the annual report that will be published. Dr. Chairman, before I do so, I wish to present some statistics on the students we are graduating today. The university will be graduating a total of 4,783 students at all the 4 sessions of the 15th congregation, starting from now till Friday, 20th October 2023. This number comprises 973 postgraduates, 2,969 undergraduates, and 841 diploma students. At this session of the 15th congregation, both UPSA Law School and Faculty of IT and Communication Studies are presenting 1,271 students for graduation. Out of this number, the UPSA Law School is presenting 134 students, 8 of whom obtain second class upper, 53 second class lower, 56 third class, and 17 pass. Faculty of IT and Communication Studies, on their part, is graduating a total of 1,137, out of which 728 are undergraduate students and 409 are diploma students. For the undergraduate level, 1 student obtained first class, 136 second class upper, 302 second class lower, 259 third class, 130 passed. 10 of the diploma students attained distinction, while 229 obtained credit and 170 had passed. Dr. Chairman, the period under review witnessed the appointment of Professor John Kweku Mensah Mauto as a new Pro-Vice Chancellor of the university for a 3-year term of office, after having gone through a rigorous screening and selection process. Professor Mauto took up the new role on 1st January 2023, succeeding Professor Charles Bano, whose second tenure of office expired on 31st December 2022. The old order changes. And let me say that this year, in this congregation, the registrar is attending a last official congregation as a registrar of this university. Thank you, Dr. Koyu and Nim Wright, for your service to this great university. Indeed, you changed the face of this university, especially with your American accent. And for hosting GTV Talking Point, we had UPSA represented at the very highest level. Indeed, places where we cannot go, a phone call from you makes a way for us. This university is indebted to you like never before. But we are confident you will still be within the walls of this university. After all, you are a senior lecturer, so you cannot retire. As Pro-Vice Chancellor, Professor Mauto is responsible for the university's overall academic strategy, which focuses on the most effective methods of teaching, learning, as well as the promotion of research. 14 additional appointments of deans, vice deans, heads of departments, and coordinators have also been made. The summary is displayed on your screen. In addition to the appointments mentioned, the university also created the Department of Economics and Actuarial Science to bring about greater efficiency as well. A head of department has been appointed to steer its affairs. Student numbers. Dr. Chair, the university enrolled 6,634 new students at the beginning of the 2022-2023 academic year, which brings the total student population to 20,240. This number includes 2,085 postgraduate students, 15,708 undergraduate students, 1,954 diploma students, and 493 professional students. The total student population comprises 10,713 males and 9,527 females. Our new academic programs. Dr. Chair, I'm pleased to report that the university has received accreditation for the introduction of the following academic programs in the 2023-2024 academic year. Bachelor of Science in Logistics and Transport Management. Master of Arts in Digital and Strategic Marketing Management. Master of Arts in Media and Digital Communications Management. Master of Philosophy in Media and Digital Communications Management. Doctor of Philosophy in Interdisciplinary Studies with 3 options. And Doctor of Philosophy in International Security and Intelligence Management. The process of admission and registration to enroll the first batch of students onto these programs have already been completed, and instructional activities have also begun in earnest. Other programs at the various stages of approval at Ghana Tertiary Education Commission include Bachelor of Arts in Communication Studies, Bachelor of Arts in Language and Communications, Master of Philosophy in Marketing, and Master of Business Administration in Human Resource Management. Now, our research profile. One of the lingering aftermaths of the COVID-19 pandemic in the year under review is a misalignment in the academic calendar of different cohorts of our students. This has resulted in our faculty members teaching back-to-back throughout the year, leaving little time for research. And let me say that I'm grateful for the work that the faculty have done. Without you, I don't know how we would have made it. I think our faculty deserve a round of applause. I am, however, pleased to note that this has not slowed down our faculty, and faculty members have continued to collaborate on several research projects. Most of such research collaborations have netted a total of 153 high-ranking journal publications, with some faculty members winning sought-after awards. Dr. Chairman, permit me at this point to mention two of such awards. Dr. Isaac Ofoida received the Outstanding Award for the paper Anti-Money Laundering Regulations and Financial Inclusion, Empirical Evidence Across the Globe, which was published in the Journal of Financial Regulations and Compliance, Emerald Literati Award 2023. And Dr. Eric Boachi Iadom was selected among the top global researchers for the 26th United Nations Climate Change Project. Our staffing and staff development. In order to improve the quality of teaching and research, as well as enhance the international profile of the university, measures have been put in place to increase the number of academic staff with terminal or doctoral degrees from a low level of 36 in 2016 to a current number of 158 and still counting. The capacity for teaching and research of our young faculty members has also been enhanced through department and faculty seminars and workshops. The staffing position of the university currently stands as follows. Senior members academic, 363. Senior members administrative and professional, 151. Senior staff, 179. And junior staff, 70. Bringing the total to 763 staff population. Our infrastructural development projects. Ladies and gentlemen, aside from the hostel Block B and Amonkotel hostel, which were completed during the year under review and currently in full use by students, work on other infrastructure development projects on campus is progressing steadily. Below is the current completion status of the projects. The multi-purpose Twin Tower building. Work on the project started in December 2019. The project has 2 blocks of 10 floors each, with a bridge linking the 2 blocks on the 3rd to 8th floor levels. The project was scheduled for completion in 36 months, and the extended completion date is December 2023, and is funded from internally generated sources. Lecture hall and general stores. Although the project was initiated by GET Fund as far back as 2005, it is now being completed using UPSA's internally generated funds. The project consists of 1 level of general stores, offices to accommodate the university stores, and 3 levels of lecture halls. The university took over the project recently. When it was started, the cost was 1 million. Because of lack of funds from GET Fund, it's ballooned to over 20 million. The university took over this year to finish the project, and by November this year, the project should be handed over to the university, again funded from IGF. So I think this one deserves more applause. And as I've been saying, students accost me on the maybe on the corridors and tell me that It's our money that is doing this. Please, it's not your money. It's our money. If you go buy Coca-Cola and they give you the drink and you enjoy it, and see Coca-Cola enjoying on the street, do you say it's your money? You have enjoyed the service. This is our money. But thank you for paying your fees anyway. Construction of multi-purpose hall and management. A 4-level multi-purpose lecture building is being constructed adjacent to the car park of the Coca. When I say Coca, you should know what Coca is. A Coca is this place. It is Kofi Ohini Konedu Auditorium. The name is Coca. That's the simplest name you can have. So right on the right side, that first multi-purpose lecture building is being constructed. It also houses the chapel for our university Christian community. It will comprise lecture halls, chapels, offices for lecturers, support staff with changing rooms, artisans, workshops, and transport workshop, again from IGF. A residential facility. Management residential facility with ancillary facilities. Substructure works are ongoing and expected to be completed in 12 calendar months. You don't see it because it is outside campus. It's around East Legon. Construction of police station, food bridge drains, and access road near the UPSA. Works are ongoing on the following. The Ghana Police Service has allocated land to UPSA to build a police station as part of the new policy to open police stations in tertiary institutions across the country. Again, this is being funded from IGF. Ghana Police Service gave us the land, and we are constructing a police station to enhance security on campus. The creation of an earth drain that runs behind the Monkote hostel to build a safe walkway to create a shortcut to connect the main campus to the hostel. So when this is completed, our students will not have to use the main road. They would have to go behind it to get to campus. A covered drain is being constructed to collect surface runoff from hostels B, A, and B to the main drain along the Trinity Avenue Road. These projects have been awarded and works have begun in earnest. The scheduled period of completion is 11 months. Extension of Wi-Fi to university hostels. Dr. Chairman, in the year under discussion, EDROM, the university's campus-wide wireless secure encrypted network, was extended to hostels A, B, and Ni Amonkote. This wireless network provides free internet access service to students, faculty, and staff on campus and from any EDROM-enabled institution throughout the world. So if you go to Harvard, there's EDROM there. It means you can get free internet access. This may hope that the free internet service made available on campus and the hostels will put to good use to facilitate teaching and learning as well as research work. Student awards. We are proud of all our students. We want to highlight awards won by a few. During the final stage of the MTN Pulse Business Challenge 2022, held in January this year, Mr. Michael Akon, a third-year public relations student, emerged the winner and received a 10,000 check. I want to believe the university has a share in this amount. Additionally, a third-year public relations student, Deborah Achampon, emerged victorious in a 100 meters race at the Central Region edition of the Ghana Fastest Human competition held in Cape Coast on Saturday, 27th May 2023. The Times Higher Education Impact Rankings. The 2023 Times Higher Education Impact Rankings, a global ranking that measures universities against the United Nations SDG goals, has ranked UPSA as high in quality education. UPSA's outstanding performance in SDGs 4, 8, and 16 has propelled it to the forefront of higher education institutions dedicated to creating a positive impact on society. Security issues. My dear students, security, especially in the vicinity of the university campus, remains a challenge, and we will continue to put in place measures to prevent incidents of crime. As indicated earlier on, we expect the security situation to improve significantly when the UPSA police station project is completed and operationalized. In the meantime, I will urge both staff and students, in particular, to be vigilant and refrain from activities that exposes us unduly to criminals in and around campus. And now my advice to graduates in conclusion. Dr. Chairman, today's occasion is all about our cherished graduates. You have all worked extremely hard to get to this point in your life, and you should be proud of your achievements. On this note, may all assembled here today to witness this special event join me to say congratulations to the graduating class of 2023. Oh, please applause for them. Applause for them. At least if nobody's applauding for you, please applaud for yourselves. Because even though you feel some eyes, at least you are here. You are here. Thank God you made it after all. That said, it is important for us to pause for a moment to reflect on what is next after graduation. How do you perceive your future in the face of the current realities of the world, including the growing rate of unemployment in Ghana, the after effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, the Middle East crisis due to the Israel-Hamas war, and the continuing Ukraine and Russia war with its global ramifications, and the waves of political instability and conflicts in Africa. Another complication of the changing times is the phenomenal strides in the development of artificial intelligence. These challenges and others, to include the pace at which technology is advancing, undoubtedly have repercussions for the world at large. The question, however, is how do you survive as a fresh graduate in these uncertain times? The way out is to leverage on the knowledge and skills this university has equipped you with. How do you achieve that? By going a step further to sharpen the needed 21st century skills such as critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, communication, information literacy, media literacy, flexibility, technology, leadership, initiative, productivity, emotional intelligence, and social skills that you have acquired from this university. As graduates of UPSA, you are well prepared to face the challenges of the modern world. Our university has a rich tradition of producing graduates who excel in their respective fields, and I have no doubt that you will continue this legacy. As you embark on this new chapter in your lives, remember the values and principles that UPSA has instilled in you. Be courageous, be compassionate, and be the change makers the world needs. We are proud of you, and I am proud of you. And we look forward to hearing about your future accomplishments. And what I usually experience whenever we travel, you always meet somebody at the airport with a smile who will tell you, I was a student of UPSA, and I know you are also going to make it. In conclusion, my dear graduates, throughout your journey to this point, you have had people who stood with you all the way. This graduating class is a credit to the faculty and administrative staff of this university as well as parents, guardians, spouses. And I said spouses, not boyfriends and girlfriends. I said spouses. Sponsors. I mean genuine sponsors. Friends and relatives who supported you morally and financially. I salute all of you for your contributions towards the education of these nice-looking ladies and gentlemen. Please, let's give a round of applause to our parents, guardians, sponsors, friends, and relatives. Charlie, it's tough out there. If they paid your fees, I think when we leave this place, the first text message that you send is to those who paid your fees. The first message is not to take a selfie, it's to send a message to say, thank you for what you have done. It's not easy. Once again, I wish to express my heartiest congratulations to the graduates. Let us celebrate them for they have done, for they have made us all proud. And now let's give it to the graduates. Dr. Chairman, my dear graduates, thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Vice Chancellor, for your annual reports to congregation on the developments that have taken place at UPSA over the last academic year. Our guest speaker for today's congregation is Mr. Yao Achampong Boafo. Mr. Boafo is the National President of the Ghana Bar Association, and he was sworn into office on 1st November 2021. He is a member of the General Legal Council and the Judicial Council of Ghana. He is also currently the chairman of the advisory board of the Nurses and Midwives College, Kumasi, and is a commissioner of the Securities and Exchange Commission. And he's also a member of the governing board of the Legal Aid Commission. Ladies and gentlemen, graduates, please join me in providing a warm UPSA welcome to Mr. Yao Boafo.
Dr. Kofi Ohene Kunedu, Chairman, University Council, UPSA. Professor Senior Abednego Okufehi Amate, Vice Chancellor. Professor John Mensah Mauto, Pro-Vice Chancellor. Dr. Koyo Enim Wright, Registrar. My own brother, Professor E. Kofi Abuchi, Dean, UPSA Law School. Professor Emmanuel S. Asamoah, Dean, Faculty of Information Technology and Communication Studies. Members of faculty, graduating class of 2023, ladies and gentlemen. It is with immense humility that I stand before you to give this speech at this first session of the 15th congregation of this prestigious University of Professional Studies, Accra. I definitely find it most gratifying for the invitation to be present in your midst and honored by the opportunity to share some few thoughts with you this morning in my capacity as congregation speaker. That I'll be found good enough and of credit to give this speech by the Vice Chancellor and management of this institution is most humbling and unexpected. It will interest you to know that your able and dynamic Vice Chancellor, whom I hold in high esteem and proudly boast about, was my classmate at Prempeh College. It happened that he was a model student. And I'll say in all sincerity, I was a naughty and troublesome student who had a favorite pastime of teasing and worrying your Vice Chancellor. So it is in order to express my profound gratitude for this honor done me today. Being here brings fond memories of my own graduation many years ago. The ability to enter and graduate from a course of study at any decent university, such as this one, will no doubt require immense commitment, efforts and sacrifices in a bid to stay the course to witness a day like this. It is a crowning moment of all that has been invested. So indeed, I've been here before, and I know what it takes to get this far. even if it is a bachelor's degree. I know that beneath the smiles and elegance of the day and accompanying celebrations are individual and collective stories of hard work, perseverance, and rare sacrifices. So permit me to salute all of you graduates herein for coming this far. Well done, Ayiko. I also wish to commend the efforts and dedication of the hardworking and professional faculty members of this university who have imparted knowledge in you and helped to shape what you have become today and would be in the years ahead of you. I surmise it is equally fitting to specially acknowledge the immense support, sacrifices, and investment that your families have made, which have all ensured the realization of this day and attainment of your academic feats. Your parents and guardians, and I'm told not boyfriends, your parents and guardians must be and ought to be proud of you. For those graduating, you are the reason for this gathering, this congregation. This is your day, and I believe the sun will shine even brighter because of you. I feel proud to be here to commemorate such an important milestone in your academic lives. You are the signature of all eyes, and I can bet most of you have your families and friends around and are going to have lots of fun in the course of the day. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be a very popular person by the end of my speech. However, I believe you are smart enough to know that today formally marks the end of your days at UPSA, as much as it is the beginning of a new chapter and journey in your individual lives. I believe you are equally smart enough to know that beyond the paper qualifications that you receive today is the reality that their real value will be in how you apply them in your diverse professional settings, solving societal challenges and contributing to the progress and development of Ghana and the world at large. You'd have heard me say that your congregation today evokes fond memories of my own some years ago in the early 90s, albeit at a different institution, and just like you, I had my own sense of fulfillment, mixed with a decent dose of anxiety and anticipation as to what the future had in stock for me, how I'll make the best out of the degree I had acquired, build a career, and to meet the expectations of my family and society at large. However, what I don't tell you is how this country and this world has changed significantly from the year of my congregation to the present. For example, there were no smartphones. There was nothing like the internet, and admissions into and study of courses could not be done online and virtually. There was no social media, and Google was non-existent. Ghana had barely taken its first footsteps under the 1992 Constitution, and getting a first degree guaranteed you a better and faster chance in job placements. And climate change concerns were few and far between. University education was largely publicly run, with few private universities. Today, things are quite different. Getting a university degree sometimes feels not enough, not helped by the exponential increase in the number of graduates produced by the traditional and several new universities. Ghana is a now more established and stable democracy with multiple successive national elections under its belt. The internet and smartphones are a commonplace, and the specter of climate change is felt around us. It will then appear that the average fresh graduate has to contend with a much more challenging environment. Although like a curate's egg, there exists much more and diverse opportunities across the board, helped by technology. It begins with the acknowledgement that acquiring a university degree is not an end in itself. It does not matter whether you have obtained a first class or a pass. It really does not matter whether you are graduating with a law, information technology, public relations, or communications management degree. What is important and what will matter is what you do with your qualifications. You should be able to look back many years from today and afford some smiles and be proud of your success and how well you have contributed to knowledge and impacted on society. The question is asked as to what young men and women like you can and ought to do to ensure that you are able to make the best out of your academic qualifications as you navigate your ways through the world of work, starting families, raising children, while you strive to meet and exceed expectations of society. Please allow me to share with you some nuggets of wisdom, culled from my professional and personal experiences, which I believe will stand you in good stead, both in your diverse professional settings as you impact and contribute to our country. Let us start with hard work and tenacity. The only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. I need to tell you that this world belongs to people who put in the extra work and fight against all odds to get what they desire and dream of. Of course, we all have our lofty dreams. We all want to get to the top of our professions and careers. However, the reality is that you wouldn't be given and accomplish anything worthwhile on a silver platter. Life will not give you what you want without a fight. You should also be tenacious. You must persevere, for the road to success is full of obstacles. Of course, there will be failures. I want to let you know that you will fail, and actually wish that you fail. Every dream or fantasy has a corresponding nightmare. Failure in life is very good, for without failure, you will not succeed. Failure is the best test of character and fortitude, which you need a large dose of. Most of you may come from homes where your parents have brought you up on entitlement and indulgence. In adult life, that is not sustainable. How you respond and react to failure will set you on the right path. When you fail, you have two options: to give up or rise up from the ruins. You can choose to behave like the Babylonian exiles in Psalm 137, who sat and wept, hung their harps and remembered Zion, or have the attitude of the lepers at the entrance of the city gate of Samaria in 2 Kings, who declared, "Why stay here until we die? If we say we'll go into the city, the famine is there, and we will die. If we stay here, we will die. So let us go to the camp of the Arameans and surrender. If they spare us, we live. If they kill us, we die." We all know how God used them to destroy the Arameans. You must have the ability and capacity to withstand and overcome challenges and obstacles, and have the understanding that they are a natural part of the process that builds you and from which your real quality will shine through, like the rich lustrous glow of a diamond that was one dull and rough, achieved through time, pressure, and polishing. I recall my early days at the bar as a young legal practitioner in Kumasi in 1995. My father is Samson Kwekubuafo, called to the bar in 1972, and even at that time, one of the most successful and distinguished lawyers in Kumasi. My paternal uncle Kwame Boafo is also a very successful lawyer. While it was not a question of filling their big shoes, but they are still practicing, and in fact, my uncle is still in very active practice. The reality was that people judged me by what they had achieved and had similar and higher expectations of me. I decided that it should not be said of me that I was a failure. For contrary to public opinion, sustaining a gilded family tradition is scary and tough. I did not also want to be an also-ran. So I embraced hard work with a firm resolve and discipline in putting in the hours. I was motivated and buoyed by the following timeless words of the 26th President of the United States, Theodore Roosevelt, that nothing in the world is worth having or worth doing unless it means effort, pain, difficulty. I have never in my life envied a human being who led an easy life. I have envied a great many people who led difficult lives and led them well. That even influenced my decision to be trained by some other equally brilliant lawyers in Kumasi other than my father, such as K. Asumedu Sechi, J.B.O. Popi, and Papa Dassin, all of blessed memory. That was to afford me the opportunity to benefit from different perspectives in legal training and to develop better in my chosen career, more particularly as my father had then been elected as the MP for Subin constituency and also the minority chief whip, so didn't have much time to tutor me. I had to grow up all of a sudden. It is said that variety is the spice of life. Moreover, I knew that comfort zones and routine can kill dreams and stagnate growth. Sometimes you need to leave your comfort zones to be better. As an American author wrote, comfort is the enemy of achievement. I believe that helped to get a very good start in my legal practice and hone my skills in law and overall contributed to what I am now. Undoubtedly, my father's law firm became the ultimate beneficiary because I became better positioned and more refined and more capable to grow it. I encourage you, my dear friends, not to only work hard in order to achieve your dreams, but I challenge you to step out of your comfort zone. The good Lord commanded Abraham to leave the land of his fathers to the land that he, the Lord, will show him, and take risks. Explore more. Challenge yourself. Sometimes do something different. You will certainly make mistakes, but they will make you better. You will unwittingly unearth untapped talents and interests that you had no idea of. That is how many of the past and present accomplished and successful men and women fulfilled their dreams and built empires and legacies. You have to ingrain in your mind that each person has his own destiny. Do not set your life on another person's destiny trajectory. Inasmuch as it is very important to seek advice from people who have trodden a particular path, do not give up because somebody before you failed. You must cultivate the habit to think disruptively unconventional and challenge established norms intellectually, and always beware of herald advice. In the story of the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ, as recounted in the Gospel according to Matthew, 3 wise men from the east came to Jerusalem to worship the King of the Jews after seeing his star. They inquired of the born king's whereabouts from King Herod, who told them that when they found the born king, they should come and inform him, so he goes to worship him, when his intention was to kill the newly born king. There will be people who, under the pretext of advising you, may rather be killing your vision because of envy or the fact that they can't bear to see you succeed. I want to let you know that humility is strength, and without humility, no one can succeed. Humility is not timidity or a lack of vision. Humility allows you to admit your weaknesses so you can work on them. It allows you to tap into the potentials and talents of others. In 1 Kings 5, we read the story of the wise King Solomon seeking help from Hiram, king of Tyre, in preparations for the building of the temple. Solomon's statement in verse 6 is revealing. You know that we have no one so skilled in felling timber as the Sidonians. By reason of Solomon's humility, he was able to reach out to the Sidonians to fell wood for the building of the temple. Please understand that there's no self-made person on earth. You need people to open doors for you. Please learn to treat anyone who comes your way with respect, especially people of low standing in society. It was a maidservant who led Naaman to his healing and salvation. I guess if Naaman and his wife had treated their maidservant badly, shouldn't have yearned for her master to be cured of leprosy. If Joseph has treated his fellow prison inmates with disrespect and not interpreted their dreams for them, the cupbearer of Pharaoh would not have recommended him. And I want you to know that in life, servants have more access to the master than anybody. I guess if Professor Oko is chairing an academic board meeting and his wife comes there, she'll be told that he's busy. But the person who gives him water will be allowed in. So always understand that drivers, house boys, and people who shine the shoes of powerful men have more access even than their spouses. Please build a network. Your network determines your net worth. If you have the opportunity, get close to the powerful in society who control power and opportunity. Do not believe stories that all rich and powerful people are cultists. Learn to live within your means. It will save you from scandals and even untimely death. Never be envious of anyone. Each person has his own time for breakthrough. The last thing I wish to share with you is integrity. Yes, I have told you about how it is critical to put in the hard work and even leave your comfort zones in order to succeed. However, it becomes evident that they may not be enough. They are not the ends, but the means to an end. For what is the worth of a professional with all the skills and demonstrable abilities and talents without scruples and integrity? I urge you to have and live a life of integrity. Integrity may be described as being honest, having strong moral principles, and an unwavering commitment to abide by them. To the famous English writer C.S. Lewis, integrity is doing the right thing even when no one is watching. Integrity goes with trust. As you move through life and navigate through your different professional environments, whether as an employee or as a self-employed running your own business, integrity and trust are non-negotiable if you want to succeed. Your colleagues should be able to trust you in order to work as a team and buy into your ideas. Your employers will retain you and assign you more responsibilities with the attendant opportunities and benefits when they trust that you are trustworthy and have integrity to manage the resources of the company. Even as self-employed or entrepreneur running your own business, your ability to attract, and maintain clients and to expand and sustain your business will be greatly shaped by how you are seen as a man or woman of exemplary character and integrity. For example, a lawyer who receives money for and in the name of a client should strictly keep it as such and not for personal expenses. As a public relations or communications manager, integrity and ethics should be at the core of your job. Integrity means you provide accurate and credible information and seek the best interest of your clients, instead of engaging in sensationalism at the expense of the nation's security. Same goes for the information technology professionals in your dealings with data and information. So please pursue integrity. It will make or make you. Many doors of opportunities have been opened for those who have succeeded, who lived a life of integrity. I can equally tell you of many others who have had their careers ended and have been incarcerated because they were dishonest and consumed by greed. I know of, and there are reports of lawyers and other professionals who have been disgraced, disbarred, and imprisoned for engaging in sleazy and corrupt acts. Indeed, lack of integrity and dishonesty manifests itself in corruption, which has been the bane of our nation. It is fair to say that our public service and private sector is riddled with bribery, embezzlement, and corruption. Procurement breaches are rife, serving as a steady flow of questionable wealth for some, while the average Ghanaian is impoverished and gross dissolution. Corruption permeates all levels of the public sector and social arrangements. Scandals by political and public officers and civil servants in the private sector are commonplace. There's even a fear that corruption has become normalized. We cannot continue like this. Things must change, and change we must. I believe that young men and women like you can be a turning point. I look into your faces and I feel hopeful. I believe, and it is possible, that some of you later find yourselves in public and political offices. Hopefully, you will change the narrative. Ghana deserves not only men and women with real competences and skills, but men and women of real integrity and scruples who will manage the resources of state to the benefit of the masses. On this special day, I pray for you and wish you well, that from the skills and knowledge that you have acquired at UPSA, you find rewarding jobs and fulfilling careers. Through you and the skills and knowledge you have obtained, may your employers, family, communities, and the country improve and become better. The future is in your hands. The opportunity is here. You are in charge of your destiny. Seize it. As the popular Brazilian novelist and author Paulo Coelho wrote in his book, The Alchemist does. And when you want something, really want something, all the world conspires in helping you to achieve it. Go out there to prove yourselves and be confident that you can make a difference. Be worthy ambassadors of this great institution, guided by its motto of scholarship with professionalism. Once again, congratulations.
We are now going to turn our attention to the presentation of academic prizes to our graduates. Council Chairman, may I please invite the Pro-Vice Chancellor, Professor John Mauto, to present graduates who have excelled for the award of prizes.
We have the best student in private law, Ms. Bonsu Owu Nanekuya Amwesiwa. The best student in public law, Entry Abrefi Abigail. Now, the overall best graduating students in UPSA Law School, Entry Abigail Abrefi. Okay, thank you, Professor Abuchi. Thank you. Now we move on to the Faculty of Information Technology and Communication Studies. So we have the best graduating student in Bachelor of Arts in Public Relations Management, Kwao Jessica Emanuela. Best graduating student in Diploma in Information Technology Management, Apia Raymond Frimpong. Best graduating student in Diploma in Public Relations, Opon Rebecca. Now the overall best graduating student in the Faculty of IT and Communication Studies, Kwao Jessica Emanuela.
I now call upon the Dean of the Faculty of Information Technology and Communication Studies to formally present those students of the faculty who have fulfilled the degree requirements of the University of Professional Studies, Accra, and have been found worthy both in learning and in character to be admitted to the various bachelor's degrees pursued by the graduates in the Faculty of Information Technology and Communication Studies.
May I invite only first-class graduates in the Faculty of Information Technology and Communication Studies to come forward. When your name is called, kindly come to the front of the dais for acknowledgements.
Bachelor of Arts in Public Relations Management, First Class Honors, Kwao Jessica Emanuela.
The graduating bachelor's degree students in the Faculty of Information Technology and Communication Studies, please stand and remain standing. The graduates, except the ladies, will take off their caps. Chairman of Council, I, Professor Emmanuel Selassie Asamoah, Dean of the Faculty of Information Technology and Communication Studies, present to you those students of the Faculty of Information Technology and Communication Studies who have successfully completed the degree requirements in this university and have been found worthy, both in learning and in character, to be admitted to the degrees of Bachelor of Arts in Public Relations Management and Bachelor of Science in Information Technology Management of the University of Professional Studies, Accra. Those present and those unavoidably absent, whose names appear on the list and for whom I stand proxy, I pray for the conferment of the degrees due them.
Dean of the Faculty of Information Technology and Communication Studies, by the powers vested in the Chancellor, by the Enabling Act of the University of Professional Studies, Accra, I, Dr. Kofi Ohinikunadu, Chairman of the University Council, acting in the stead of the Chancellor, admit you all and severally to the degrees of Bachelor of Arts in Public Relations Management and Bachelor of Science in Information Technology Management of the University of Professional Studies. Ayiko.
Please put on your caps. Place the tassel to the left and be seated. Congratulations to you all.
Chairman of Council, I now call upon the Dean of the UPSA Law School to present those students of the school who have fulfilled the degree requirements of the University of Professional Studies, Accra, and have been found worthy both in learning and in character to be admitted to the various bachelor's degrees pursued by the graduates in the UPSA Law School.
Will the graduating students in the UPSA Law School please stand and remain standing? Chairman of Council,
I, Professor Ernest Kofi Abuchi, Dean of the UPSA Law School, present to you those students of the law school who have successfully completed the degree requirements in this university and have been found worthy both in learning and character to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Laws in the University of Professional Studies, Accra. Those present and those unavoidably absent, whose names appear on the list and for whom I stand proxy, I pray for the conferment of the degree due them.
Dean of UPSA Law School, by the powers vested in the Chancellor, by the enabling act of the University of Professional Studies, Accra, I, Dr. Kofi Ohinkunendu, Chairman of the University Council, acting in the stead of the Chancellor, admit you all and severally to the degree of Bachelor of Laws of the University of Professional Studies. Ayiko.
Please put on your caps, place the tassel to the left, and be seated. Congratulations.
We will now turn our attention to the award of diplomas in the Faculty of Information Technology and Communication Studies. Chairman, Vice Chancellor, the persons who will be presented have fulfilled the diploma requirements of the University of Professional Studies, Accra, and have been found worthy both in learning and in character to be awarded the diploma pursued by graduates in the Faculty of Information Technology and Communication Studies. I therefore call back to the podium Professor Emmanuel Selassie Asamoah, Dean of the Faculty of Information Technology and Communication Studies, to present the graduates of his faculty for the award of Diploma in Information Technology Management and Diploma in Public Relations.
Will the graduating diploma students in the Faculty of Information Technology and Communication Studies please stand and remain standing? The graduates, except the ladies, will take off their caps. Chairman of Council, I, Professor Emmanuel Selassie Asamoah, Dean of the Faculty of Information Technology and Communication Studies, present to you those students of the Faculty of Information Technology and Communication Studies who have successfully completed the diploma requirements in this university and have been found worthy, both in learning and in character, to be awarded Diploma in Information Technology Management and Diploma in Public Relations Management of the University of Professional Studies, Accra. I pray for the conferment of the diploma due them.
Dean of the Faculty of Information Technology and Communication Studies, by the powers vested in the Chancellor, by the enabling act of the University of Professional Studies, Accra, I, Dr. Kofi Ohinkunendu, Chairman of the University Council, acting in the stead of the Chancellor, award you all and severally Diploma in Information Technology Management and Diploma in Public Relations of the University of Professional Studies. Aiko.
Please put on your caps. Place the tassel to the left and be seated. Congratulations to you all.
Congratulations to all our graduates from the UPSA Law School and the Faculty of Information Technology and Communication Studies. As is the tradition here, we begin by saying Hip, hip, hip. Hip, hip, hip. I now have the pleasure of calling your valedictorian, Jessica Emanuela Kwao, to present her valedictory address on behalf of the class of 2023 of the UPSA Law School and the Faculty of Information Technology and Communication Studies. Jessica obtained first class with a cumulative grade point average of 3.68, and she's interested in NGOs that support children. Jessica?
It is with great humility that I stand here today to deliver the valedictory speech on behalf of the 2023 graduating class of this great university. My purpose here today is not just to bid us farewell, but to also leave some thoughts of inspiration as we embark on the journey of our future. Indeed, today is a memorable day. After 4 long years of sweat and hard work, we are finally graduates of one of the most prestigious tertiary institutions in this great nation. Congratulations to us all. We can all attest to the fact that the journey has not always been smooth. I remember setting my foot in this university with the wise words of my father ringing in my ear that heads are fought in singles. And it is these words that have served as a reminder to me throughout my educational journey. As a devout Christian, I would like to thank and acknowledge the Almighty God for His grace and mercies throughout this journey. To the university's management, teaching and non-teaching staff, who did not only execute their duties as teachers, but also as mentors, taking keen interest in our personal well-being. I express my heartfelt gratitude to you for your selfless dedication and the roles you have played in shaping us to be intellectuals with professionalism. To our beloved parents, guardians and families, friends, whose great sacrifices have made us who we are today, on behalf of this graduating class, I say thank you for your efforts as you are deeply appreciated. To borrow the words of Abigail Adams, learning is not attained by chance. It must be sought for with ardor and attended to with diligence. Our lives on campus was not an easy one. The struggle of online learning, working in teams with people of different character traits, writing IS on public holidays, the late night studies, assignments with hectic schedules, and working tirelessly to meet project works with tight deadlines. Today, we look back on those memories with fondness and laughter. Every graduate here, and those who could not be here with us due to circumstances beyond their control, your achievement today is proof that, like me, you fought through the pain, the tears, the hardships, and the academic challenges, and you came out victorious. I have no iota of doubt that UPSA has equipped us with the weapon needed to be world changers and social reformers. So fight for what makes you optimistic about the world. Find it, insist on it, dig into it, and go after it. Before I take my seat, I would like to leave you with these words. Do not fear failure. Ahead of us lies the real world. After you walk out of this building, you will hear 1,000 no's. You will receive emails that would say, "Thank you for your application, but we regret to inform you that you could not make it to the next stage." We might hear more no's than yes, but in all this, do not give up. If you fall 7 times, get up 8 times. Do not stop and do not limit yourself. Try again. As we leave this great institution today, let us go out there and show the world the greatness that lies within each one of us. Congratulations to the class of 2023. God bless UPSA. God bless our nation, Ghana. God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica. Chairman of Council, Vice Chancellor, permit me to at this point invite Mrs. Lorraine Jan, Director of Administration at UPSA, who is also an alum, to administer the alumni oath to our graduates.
Will all the graduates kindly rise and keep standing? Kindly open your brochures to page 102 and repeat after me. So when I say I, you insert your names. So I do solemnly pledge to faithfully fulfill my duties as an alumnus of the University of Professional Studies, Accra. I pledge to use my knowledge, skills and experiences to the best of my ability for the advancement of learning and the well-being of my community and country. I promise to be a lawyer ambassador for my university to promote its welfare and maintain its reputation. I will endeavor in all my dealings to be known as a person of honor and repute to bring respect to my alma mater. So help me God. Thank you. Congratulations. You may take your seats.
And now I'd like the UPSA choir to lead us in singing the UPSA anthem. Please stand for the UPSA anthem.
With professionalism, the first of all.